everyone. My name is Roy Gomez, and I am a mechanical engineering technology student, hopefully mechanical engineering student. A little bit of background about myself. I just transferred here from San Jacinto College, and I have some experience in the oil and gas industry. I know I've only been here since January, but I wanted to hit the ground running with SHPE-UH and be as involved as possible. I have some qualities that I think would make me fit for the role, such as working on multiple technical projects throughout community college, and also holding various officer positions throughout high school, and also being a part of the funding and budgeting team during my time at the testing laboratory. And I have some new ways some new things I want to implement if I were to be elected as your new officer, such as finding new ways to get more funding and resources for the chapter, whether it be setting up a food spot on campus, or just reaching out to more companies and sponsors to try to get their support. And I know you might be asking, like, what will it be used for? Why do we want the support? Well, I can tell you directly that it'll be used to give out more scholarships and to hand out more sponsorships to get people to go to a national convention. I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight to listen to my speech, and I hope to see you vote for Roy Gomez as your new treasurer.
All right, Roy, great speech. So kind of banking off of what you just said, one of your biggest responsibilities as treasurer is to budget for the semester conferences, like you mentioned, National Convention or Leadership Live, RODC. How will you prioritize your budgeting in order to ensure you have enough funding for these conferences?
Well, one way I can prioritize my budget and try to figure out how much I want to give out is see what we're working with initially, and see how many people are interested in even going. If we have a high amount, we can try to raise more funding, try to get more people to go. The more the better, The more people we have going, the more opportunities and resources people will get from going to RODC, going to National Convention or Leadership Live or stuff like that.
Okay, thank you.
Good job, Roy. My question for you is more of in a scenario. So let's say we just get 10K from a company and they want us to use it for scholarships. How would you break it up? Would you prioritize quality or would you prioritize quantity?
So I know that's a difficult scenario to be put in, but I would prioritize having both actually. I would want to do a large scholarship, but also have multiple smaller scholarships. That way, it's not one person gets the whole 10K and everyone else misses out, or a lot of people get maybe $100 and it's not that much to help them out, So that way people can have the opportunity to go for the big scholarship, but also have a chance at smaller scholarships that still help out.
Thank you.
So the opposite side of that question, instead of 10K, you got $0, no room for movement, and you want to take 5 more students to national conference or RODC. How would you raise that money? What are some things you would do to get that?
Like I said, one of the ways we can do, set up a food spot on campus. I know these people are determined. If there's a way, there's a will, there's a way. So we can set up a food spot on campus. We can do car wash, fundraising. We can set up raffles during general meetings. There's so many ways we can raise money for people that genuinely want to go to national conventions.
You had working experience in the oil and gas industry. How is that going to tie potentially into your new treasurer role?
Yeah, so that's a great question. In my role, I worked a lot with my team. I know if one team member had a fault, we all kind of fell behind. So one thing I would prioritize as your new treasurer, I would want to lift my people up. The more we can work together, the better that the chapter will benefit. So.
Okay, thank you.
So I read in the notes that you were previously secretary for student council, and you're applying for the treasurer position when there's also the secretary role. So why treasurer, and what are some things that you would bring from a previous treasurer experience, secretary experience, to this role?
So yeah, I know being just an officer in general, it provides a lot of responsibility. You're basically a role model to everyone on campus. So one thing I'll bring from my secretary role is just being a role model to everyone else. You gotta know what to expect and how to execute what tasks you're given. And one reason I chose treasurer over secretary is that it provided more of a challenge to me, in my opinion. I know there's a lot more responsibility that comes with handling money or any type of budget, so I just wanted to be challenged a little bit more than I was in high school.
Thank you so much, Roy.